Hey, what's up guys? It's ElasticSpyder here, and in today's video we are featuring another community replay. This one was sent in by a nice fellow by the name of Jaki. So he is playing in his Iowa. Before we get really into the game, I want to make two quick announcements. If you would like to send us a community replay, send it to BIAworldofwarships at gmail.com. And send us of course, the replay itself, as well as all the screenshots and a pretty short description on what happened and some of the highlights in the game. So Jaki is playing in the Iowa, and one thing I noticed is I did end up downloading the replay thing from Wargaming that they put out. And for some reason, maybe it's just this replay, and maybe it was recorded in the micro patch before 0.6.4.1, or is played rather. But in any case, the minimap has no islands, so I'm sorry about that. That shouldn't take away from the gameplay, but yeah. So first off, few nice salvos off on. It looked like that hipper, and then another ship, and Jaki, he has gotten himself into a decent position in terms of damage already. However, he's taken a very, very aggressive approach. I like this, but at the same time, it is very, very risky, because putting yourself in the line of fire with this many people on the enemy team looking at you, it is sometimes a recipe for disaster. Shells are coming in, 2 overpens and 2 citadels. If that was me, I'm sure that I would have only gotten 2 overpens. Not bad for somewhat poor dispersion that looked like in the beginning. Missouri shells come in, and he just takes minimal damage. However, one does smack that turret and gets knocked out. Don't know if it's intentional grounding or accidental grounding, but it seems to have worked out. Another nice salvo, 8.9k with 1 turret. I will take that any day in my Iowa. So again, very aggressive. I like the aggressive playstyle of battleships. Whenever I see a battleship doing aggressive things like taking damage, I make sure to compliment them and applaud them in chat, because they really do help us cruiser players out there, as well as destroyer players to an extent as well. One thing I do want to mention first, though, is run premium heals. Once you get to T8, you should, by all means, run premium heals, premium everything if you can afford it, but definitely premium damage control and premium repair party. It'll come back faster, I believe, and yes, it will come back faster, and also it gives you another consumable that you could use. So Jaki here, he could have already repaired, and he could be waiting on the next one to already be loading, but instead he has to wait a little bit extra time. So it is useful if you do play this aggressive playstyle, since the consumable does come back faster. You can use it more often and do more aggressive pushes like Jaki was doing previously. So we've got 2 boneheads at D, 1 AFK Gneisenau, and 2 DDs that were at C, and 1 DD left at C. Down square comes around the corner, very good salvo, and that's a triple citadel for the first, or rather the second really big hit that Jaki has gotten in this game. That one was a devastating strike for 43k. That down square must be hating himself right about now. So not only can the Yamato go backwards, but so can American battleships, and Jaki is doing a very good job of that here. So he did compensate a little bit for the fact that he doesn't have premium heal, with the fact of getting into an aggressive position and then reversing out of it. Most of the time that doesn't work out for me, but it worked out for him there, and that's a good thing. Unfortunately, Pensacola couldn't get a citadel on him. Obviously, 2 overpens was the decision that RNG made for him. So, again, Bonehead Colorado at D is not doing much. Another 2 overpens on that hipper. So, currently, Jaki's team is not doing all that well. Another citadel on that hipper, left on 297 health. Very, very unfortunate there. Almost got the outright kill. That would have been so nice. Because as Puddin, the great Puddin once said, I am working on a Kraken. I might be 4 kills away, but I'm still working on a Kraken. Pensacola's going broadside. Let's see if he can't get another citadel. And he does. Leaves him on 1,380 health. How unfortunate is that? So, could have had 2 more kills. Very unfortunate. 1 more overpen should have done it. I believe, maybe not. 1320. It would have needed to be another penetration. So, oh, so close. Talk about feels bad, man, and talk about bad boy, Mr. RNGesus. So, again, very aggressive. I like this very much. Interesting to note, I know you guys want to see our captain builds. Unfortunately, I don't know what Jaki is running, but I can assume some things. Like, I know he's running AFT and AA like a good boy, because he knows that American battleships have good AA. We can see by the reload if he's running accuracy or the reload on the Iowa. I would hope he's running accuracy, which, by the looks of it, after 7 citadels, I think he is running the accuracy mod. So, and then AA range, of course, for the 2nd slot. 3rd slot, most likely accuracy. We'll see here in a minute. 4th slot, doesn't really matter. 5th slot, when he gets on fire, we should be able to tell whether it's propulsion or steering gears. I reckon it's damage control, just because it is a battleship. And I do think that most battleship players do take the damage control, and then probably concealment when I couldn't quite catch it. So 26 seconds is interesting. He is actually running the reload mod on the Iowa. Personally, I wouldn't do this just because the Iowa has 9 guns. So you need all the accuracy that it can get. But obviously it's working out quite well for him. Granted, a lot of the cruisers that he has killed have been sailing broadside and relatively close. Of course, with the accuracy, you might have maybe hit 1 or 2 more shells that would have killed those Gneisenau, that Hipper and that Pensacola a little bit sooner. But again, if it works for you, then I can't complain. Nice hit on the Colorado. He manages to get another medal, high caliber. So he's going to start cutting these guys at A. So the ships at C and D on the enemy team have since been chasing this Colorado, it looks like, that was at D. And looks like our Gneisenau now out in H. What is that, H7? He's still AFK. No damage on that Colorado. Bit unfortunate there. Looking for some plunging fire, but doesn't look like he will get it. So again, premium heal. Not to harp on it anymore, but just saying how to improve your game, because that's another reason why you guys send in these replays. So 14.1 kilometer concealment on the Iowa. So I again suspect he hasn't gone for a full stealth build, unless, because I believe the Iowa can get sub 14. I think can get to like 12.8 or 13 something with a full concealment build. So I'm suspecting that he's not running a full concealment build. I could be wrong though. I haven't played the Iowa in a long while. Missouri kills on Miyoko. We're still up by points and ships. The enemy team has 5 compared to our team that has 8. So it should still be a pretty solid win at this point. And most of their 4 of their 5 ships left are battleships as well. So there's almost no way that we can lose this one. We do have 3 DDs and 5 battleships. So again, not much. There's not much possibility for a loss here. Gneisenau, interestingly, is shooting high explosive. Our Benson is AFK, so there's another one to add to the list. So maybe this isn't looking too good. Oh, after all, 3 people looking at him, and again, partial concealment Iowa works out just enough here for Jaki. Shells coming in. Let's see what we can do. 4 over pens. Bit unfortunate there with the dispersion. Couldn't get some nice plunging fire through the deck. It would have been certainly very, very nice. So, I'm going to push through A. My personal opinion, probably should be heading towards B since his Benson is AFK to try and help him a little bit. But, of course, there's not much Jaki can do. He's already got 3 different medals. Almost killed that Missouri. It's a bit unfortunate he didn't there. 2 bounces. RNG did not thank him very much. Again, maybe the accuracy might have helped him, but again, it's unlikely. Very good angling there. Those went largely through the deck and superstructure. But you can see there, very good angling. Managed to stop almost all of those shells from penetrating. So, working on the Gneisenau, hoping that the Kiev would finish this Missouri. I would like to see Jaki finish this Missouri. He's sailing broadside. Hopefully he's turning his guns now. Can he finish him? Will dispersion be good? Be good, dispersion. He needs to help this Kiev. This Kiev is having a bit of a trouble setting another fire because surprisingly it's Russian, so it's having a difficult time. Kiev gets hit pretty hard. Gneisenau shells coming in. I wasn't too worried about that. The enemy Gneisenau kills the Benson. Missouri's on 333 health. Illuminati confirmed. Gneisenau goes down, the one that was AFK, to the Ognavoy, but our Kiev kills the Missouri. So we're still up. We've lost quite a few ships that I'm sure Jaki wouldn't have liked to seen. And oh boy, the replay is stuttering. Oh boy. Come on, replay. You got this, baby. You've got this. Oof. Man, that was rough. I apologize for that one, guys. So, again, this should be a win still. While they are losing by about almost a little bit under 80 points at this point, this should still be a win. Gneisenau is completely out of the playing field. We still have a Shiratsu, a Kiev that's still doing work on this Gneisenau. However, Kiev is not on a lot of health, so he's got to be very, very careful. Colorado's also on very low health as well. A nice salvo from that Gneisenau can actually take out the Colorado, and it looks like he's going to do that right now. Another interesting thing that I just kind of noticed is that Jaki is running the spotter plane. I typically, again, don't run the spotter plane on American battleships. I find that the catapult fighter actually helps me a little bit better in terms of AA and spreading those, mainly just to spread out the aircraft that are coming in. So that's just my personal opinion. Again, it looks like he's benefiting from it here, seeing what direction the enemies are going. Of course, I've got the navigator installed from Aslan's mod, so I know as a commentator where the Gneisenau is going. But again, you don't need the navigator from Aslan's mod. You can just tell by using the spotter plane. So it was looking like a pretty solid win, but now it's turned into looking like a loss. Down by almost 300 points, 250 points to be exact. Shells coming in on the Colorado, aimed a bit high, but still managed to get 10k with 3 shells landing. A very nice hit. So, looking like this one's going to be a loss unless Jaki can pull off something spectacular like a solo warrior. Now, that would be a sight that I would love to see. Shiratsuyu's taking a lot of damage, and he ends up dying. So, the solo warrior is still possible. Again, we don't know how much health this Iowa Jaki could have actually repaired had he had another heal. Again, that could have helped him. Maybe it won't. It looks like the time will actually just run out. The Nagato is probably on low health. You can see at the top I've got also the health bar installed, and he's at little over half health now, going down much more. Shells going on the Colorado. Colorado is quite hard to citadel, but he managed to land a monster salvo on him. Push it into B. Gneisenau's angling very well. Not likely to see any spectacular damage. Ognavoy's there. Secondaries go ballistic. See if we can't get a nice penetration on him. Maybe a kill through the butt. And there we go. Like I said, kill through the butt. Very nice shot by Jaki. However, Ognavoy's torpedoes, he gets kind of lucky with the double hit there. That's going to cost Jaki a lot. Again, another heal could have come crucial here. But it looks like the Gneisenau is actually going to bounce. That's very fortunate. Let's see if we can't get some nice penetrations. A little bit lackluster. Maybe could have held his shot for a little bit longer until the Gneisenau is actually going to start his turn. But with the Colorado here and the Gneisenau, it's over. I'm sorry. Alright guys, so while that was a defeat, it was an amazing game, and holy schmoly, 1.4 million credits. Must have completed a task of sorts. We're seeing there probably second battle of, we'll see that in a little bit, but ended up 233,000 damage. That is quite a lot. 7 citadels, that beautiful devastating strike from that medal on the Donskoy, as well as getting high caliber and Confederate. Just an overall pretty good game. Kind of was ripped from a Kraken. You really should have had a Kraken, but again, RNG as well as just some bad luck prevented him from getting that. Team score 1643, carrying his team as usual. Kiev was just below him, but that Gneisenau on the enemy team did actually pull through. Pretty good game from that Gneisenau, if I do say so myself. I hope Jaki complimented him on his well-played battleship play. But sorry about that, guys. The screenshots are a bit out of order, but in any case, looking at 3.0 million potential damage fired his way. In terms of total damage tanked, we're looking at 120,000. Again, not trying to rip on it, but premium heal could have possibly saved him there at the end. Maybe could have killed Gneisenau, maybe not, don't know. But in the end, nothing really matters, right? That's Linkin Park. Just kidding, guys. Sorry, I had to put that in. And as we can see, combat missions, second battle of Dover Strait, giving him a million credits. Even without that, 500,000 credits isn't all that bad for a T9 battle in which he got destroyed, in which his team lost. So, not bad, even without the combat mission. It was a great game, nonetheless. 6k XP and 6k, 2,000. What kind? He got a lot of XP. He got a lot of XP. There you go. 6,000 total XP, 1.2k free XP. I can't talk right now, I'm sorry. And then a very good amount of commander XP as well. Doesn't quite have the full points for captain, most likely just a partial build, as you can see by the captain XP bar at the bottom there. Hope you guys enjoyed this community replay, and hope you enjoyed the replay that was sent in by Jaki himself. So, if you guys like to send us a replay, do so. We appreciate it, and we do apologize if you guys haven't been selected. We're getting an absolutely great amount of replays, and they're all amazing. It's hard to choose from. So I thank you guys for your patience and your time. But I'll talk to you guys in the next video, and have an amazing day.